So, good morning and welcome to the Budget Model Buddy Build with me and Bearded Veteran Creates, Mikey. Say morning, Mikey.
Morning, Mikey.
So, we're here. We're doing the Roden 132nd Albatros DIII. OAW is mine, and Mikey's is just the plain one. He's doing his straight out of the box. I'm being an idiot. I'm detailing mine. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. So we'll quickly have a look at chat. Tiffany's in saying reporting for duty, and then it's just Mikey and Tiffany having a chat. So, Mikey, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate.
Cool. What have you been up to since we last chatted?
I've been working on a video for my YouTube channel and spending time with my stepson, getting him into building the quick build kits.
Elaborate. You've been working on your next video.
Yes. I received a parcel from Gary's Stuff, so I'm doing an unboxing and kit review for that.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Is it just going to end there? You're going to tell us what it is, or is it a surprise? Or
it's a surprise.
Right.
That's what it's for the video.
Cool. It's always good to elaborate a bit, even if it's just to tease people.
Yeah, I'm also working on another video, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it involves that.
Oh, your choo-choo?
Yeah. But that one's sort of been put on the back burner whilst I do the one for Gary's Stuff. So.
Yeah, cool. So, how's the Albatros?
The Albatros is looking all right. Got the wing, top wing. The ailerons on. And we've got the engine. Nearly squashed it. We've got the engine done.
Cool.
We've got most of the cockpit done. And we've got the undercarriage.
Nice.
Yeah. So this week I'm going to be working on maybe putting them together and putting the rudder on, maybe. The bottom wing.
Get you.
Yeah.
Next time when you show your stuff, do you want to do it on a top-down camera so we can get a better look? Because it just sort of blended into your face there.
Okie dokie.
So it just gives people a better look at what there is.
But they get to see this magnificent face.
No, that's why I want the camera down.
Ah, I see.
I don't want you to break people's faces by having to look at you. Because you know what it's like. They'll complain. Why do you think I'm always...
Oh, yeah, we'll have Ofcom on our backs and everything. They're in charge of YouTube now.
Got some comments. Mr. Broadwithin, he says, morning, chaps. Morning, Mark.
Morning, Matt.
Tiffany says, oh, Sonic will be happy with that video. He loves his trains.
All right. He sure does.
And Gary T's in. Hello. Hello, Gary.
Hey, Gary.
How are you doing? Hope you're doing well.
What have you been up to this week, Steff?
This week, usual stuff. Bit of work on the Cauldron. Bit of work on the Zero. Haven't touched those since earlier in the week. Doing Model Zero stuff. Went to Factorum yesterday. If you ever get the chance to go, it's down by Warminster. It is awesome, and they're very, very friendly.
Excellent.
Just tell them Malcolm sent you. Don't mention my name.
Why have you been causing trouble again, Steff?
I never cause trouble. Never, ever, 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 ever cause trouble.
That's not what Lisa says.
Yes, so where am I? I still need to finish off the engine.
Yeah.
Because I keep pushing that back and pushing it back. And other things to do. Yep, squirrel! So I'm also waiting for the Quintus Studio stuff to come, because what they've got is they've got decals that go around here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just waiting to get that so I can put those in. There's the cockpit. The seats in. So I'm just waiting on the Agora stuff to come in so I can drop those in, make them look pretty.
Nice.
Ammo and fuel can and supports on there. The intake stuff for the engine. Bits and pieces in there that I'm just waiting for stuff to turn up. I've got the pilot. Oh, if I go.
I think you got pilot for yours, haven't you?
Yeah.
Excellent.
So he's been zenithalled. I'm just waiting for the straps to turn up so I can lay them over him. Like you, I've got the undercarriage together. Oh, that was a nightmare to do. That took me about 40 minutes just to line it up. So that's ready to paint.
Excellent.
Yeah, so today I'm just going to be going around just generally cleaning up the wings and the fuselage, and if I feel that I'm feeling confident enough, then I'll do the rest of the engine.
Cool.
So yeah, that is what he's doing at the moment.
Fantastic.
Right, so got some more comments. Gary T says, I've just started on the Tamiya 148 Spitfire Mark 5B. Ooh, very nice. It's a lovely kit.
Do you know, it's over 10 years since I built a Spitfire.
It's about 9 years since I built one, and that was the old Airfix 124th.
Yeah.
Which is now manual.
I've never built a 124th aircraft. That's way too big.
Are we going to get to see what you're doing, or are you just going to leave it on your face all show?
Well, if you think I'm that ugly, I'll switch the camera over then.
Yes, please.
Ta-da.
Excellent.
Where's my remote? Ooh. There we go. Yeah, I'm just playing around with it, just seeing what it looks like with the lower wing on. I need to move this keyboard out of the way. I know. I am not set up this morning.
Well, I spent most of the morning cooking breakfast and cleaning the kitchen because it needs a good old clean.
Yeah. Right. There we go. Right. So, that bit. There. Right, so now, breaking. Right. About 26 a day.
So it was a quick aside. What are you lot that's watching doing? What are you all working on?
Yeah, I've sorted all stuff out into my new drawers, and I'm just like, where is everything? Why are my snips not where I left them? Oh, my subscribers hit 70 yesterday.
Oh, yay!
Yeah,
Nice. How long has your channel been going?
since October.
That's not bad.
Ah, it's not bad at all. It's certainly not bad considering I haven't posted for 2 months.
Yeah. Mine took 5 years to get to 1,000.
Yeah. I don't think I'll ever get to 1,000.
Oh, you will, mate. Yeah. Thing is, though, if you get a leg up from one of the bigger channels,
Yeah.
if you ask Gary Evans very nicely to give you a shout out,
Yeah.
watch it rocket.
Yeah.
But I'm just warning you that it could take some time to get up to 1,000.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I didn't expect to get to 70, to be honest. I'm right thinking there's no decals with this, huh?
Nope, the word
Oh,
decal sent to you.
Yeah, forgot about that. Long for the control panel is what I meant.
Oh, for those, I don't think so. That's why I got. That's why I got the Quinta Studios pack.
Hmm.
Yep. Just do this little bit, and then I'll read the comments. Tiffany says she's working on flying dwarfs.
Nice.
Mark says hoping to print the Raptor this weekend. Oh, very nice. Is that the first test model? And then Tiffany says, I have 34 subs and no content.
Well, that just blows my 70 in the water, doesn't it?
How the hell? If you've got no content, how do you get 34 subscribers? That's just a bit weird. But
yeah.
I don't know. At least you've got a good base to start from.
Yeah. Sorry, you can tell I haven't done any modelling for a week. Even the paint palettes needs cleaning.
Tiffany says, I have no idea. Mark says, has a prettier face than you two.
True. You can see Steff before he comes on the line. One thing I love about these silicone palettes is you can just clean them by using a wet wipe.
Yeah, just pop them out. Yeah, everybody was like, what's that? Because I took mine down with me. Oh, is that one of those fidget toys? And I'm like, yep, that's a fidget toy, but I use it as my paint palette. What do you mean? I just let it dry and then pop all the paint out that you've not used, because it doesn't, silicone doesn't, acrylic paints don't stick to silicone. Ooh, didn't know that. There you go then.
Now you do. And the other reason I got it is because Kay got a stress relief kit from Amazon. And it came with loads of different fidget toys and stuff in it.
Oh, nice. So you stole it?
Well, no, she said, do you want this for doing your painting? It might make a good paint palette. Oh, yeah. I've seen them.
So I've got a couple more comments. Duke Wellington's in. Good day from Oz again. 31 degrees today. Modelling in my shorts only. Again. and Tiffany says, "Oh, thanks, Mark." All right. There's another comment there from Gary. Gary T says, I bought one of those too after seeing it here first. Yes, they are fun.
There you go. Big enough to use. Oh, no, it's not. Oh yeah, Gary, you need to get your whippet ready out, mate, because we'll be starting doing the lives for that in the next 2 weeks or so as well. Which should be fun.
I wish I still had my whippet.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be me, John Marley, and Gary Morris.
All right, cool.
Alive. And Mr. Morris has only today confessed to his wife that he bought the whippet without her knowing.
Oh, thanks for the invite. I'm fine, thank you very much.
Well, have you got a whippet?
I could have got one.
Ah.
Not jealous at all.
Well, what we're doing is we're doing it as sort of like a men's sort of mental health type stream thing, where the model making is more just a mechanism to get us talking to each other and stuff like that, and showing that it's okay to talk about mental health and stuff like that. So we sort of came up with the idea of we want it to be the sort of show that we'd want our sons to watch, and things to show them that it's okay for men to talk about feelings and stuff like that, and whatever.
Mm.
So yeah, that's the idea behind it.
Cool.
And we also get to build a whippet at the same time. Right, what was it in? Oh. Uh-oh. This is not good. Ah, there it is. Ah, thought I lost the dials then.
Oh.
Yeah, that'd been stupid.
Gary says that 2 weeks. I'd better hurry up with the Spitfire then.
Well, we're going to be doing the whippet for like one session a week, so you can always do the whippet for those 2 hours or whatever, and then go back to doing your Spitfire for the rest of the week. Like me and Steff are doing with this. Alright, 32A. Looks like I've got the control panels to paint today. Though. Should be fun. Any more for any more? Nice for you. Okay. That's it. Control panels. Tweezers. Oh, everything's taking so much longer because I don't know where things are. Oh, right, okay. You deburring the wings, are you, Steff?
Yep.
I'm used to holding everything right up in front of me where I can do stuff. I keep forgetting I need to hold it in front of the camera.
Oh, I've been doing it 5 years, mate, and I still do that. I forgot to say, went to see Happy Mondays last night.
Oh, yeah. Was it good?
Bloody awesome. Started off with the stereo MCs, then in Spiral Carpets, and then Happy Mondays.
Nice.
Great evening.
I don't think I've ever listened to them.
Oh, they're very much a band of their time.
Yeah. What era is that?
Late 80s, early 90s.
Oh, yeah. So when I was a little tiny person.
Yep.
About 20 stone ago. I just realised, next Friday.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know what day it is next Friday, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah. I just realised that's the week I'm in control as well.
Yep. Gary T says, Happy Mondays are too modern for me. I'm into old stuff. I'd hardly call it modern.
I don't know. I suppose it is compared to things like Glenn Miller and stuff.
No, not wrong with Glenn Miller.
I love Glenn Miller. In fact, I bought a Vera Lynn CD the other day.
Oh, now you're being an idiot. Woman couldn't sing for bloody toffee.
When I was a professional carer, I used to look after a guy who was in the Royal Artillery during the war.
Mm-hmm.
And he worked on the anti-aircraft guns up in Kimmel Camp by us. And he got hit in the arm by a piece of shrapnel and it paralysed his arm.
Oh, mate.
But they found out that he was actually a very good singer and he was able to play harmonica.
All right.
So he got put on the doing the entertainment for the troops and stuff.
Oh, nice.
So that's what he spent the rest of the war doing. So he, when I was looking after him, he used to, Sundays when he was feeling well, he used to sing and play the harmonica for us.
Oh, excellent.
He'd be well nice. I'd be making him dinner in the kitchen, and he'd say like, "Do you want me to play a song?" And I went, "Yeah, go on then." And he'd sit there playing it in the room with his singing to me and his wife.
Nice.
He's a lovely old guy, he was. I looked after another old guy who was a coach builder by trade, as in he built buses.
Oh, coach builder, yeah.
Yeah. So when he got called up in the war, in the Second World War, they obviously he had to put his occupation on the form. So he put coach builder, but the army misunderstood it and thought he built trains. So they put him on train maintenance.
Nice.
In North Africa. So he ended up being a sergeant and being put in charge of a group of German POWs working on the trains, maintaining the carriages and things.
Cool.
And some of the stories he had were really funny. Like apparently he was known as the sergeant that was always late for briefings because he didn't want to be in the army.
Right.
So he would turn up with like literally his uniform. He wouldn't do it up properly. He would just roll his sleeves up where he wants them and just walk around as if he was just in his normal work clothes.
Yeah.
And he refused to do stuff like button up his shirt or wear his tunic and things like that. Unless he absolutely had to.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Then he had a young Egyptian lad that was like worked with him as sort of like to help him out and stuff, like a Batman sort of thing.
Yeah.
And he got fed up of his mate nicking his blanket one night because it was cold. And he was telling this lad, and he said, "Don't worry, boss, I'll get your blanket for you." And it's like, oh, don't wake him up, it's not worth that. Said, no, I do it without waking him up, boss. He said, all right. And he said he watched him. He said, and he crawled over to his mate and just gently started poking him in the back on one side. So he'd roll that towards him. And then he rolled the blanket up behind him and then poked him on the other side so he'd roll back over the blanket and off it.
Nice.
He was like, I didn't know whether to be, impressed or what.
Stuff like that. As long as he's on your side, you're impressed.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I might do that green. Yeah, he said the German POWs, he said when he got out there, he thought they were going to be like really horrible people and everything. They said they weren't. He said they were just like them and just spoke a different language.
Yeah.
He said they used to share fat cigarettes and beers and everything. Because they were just glad to be out of the war.
Yeah, the vast majority of the Wehrmacht were quite happy to be prisoners of war.
Yeah.
See, I'm doing it now. Holding it in my lap so nobody can see what the bloody hell I'm doing.
You think about it, it's actually a really unhealthy habit to be in as well because you're bending your neck over and things.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason why I focus the camera in, because it reminds me that I need to keep what I'm working on the table.
And there we go, one D-bird and sanded down wing.
Nice. How's your Voyager buddy build going?
It's going really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Surprised at actually how easy it's coming along. It's the guy who did the destructions is made them really simple and easy to use. Anybody can do it, so yeah. Not a bad thing to start with. Oh, sod it.
What's the matter?
I'm going to do it. Let's get this engine sorted. Yeah.
Does anyone have any burning questions for me or Steff? Anything model related or channel related?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Talk about what you want to talk about. It's not within reason, obviously.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. No questions like where do babies come from?
Or why is the sky blue?
Did you know until recently there was no word in Welsh for blue?
Why?
Because blue wasn't the only things that were blue naturally were the sky and the water. So they didn't consider it a colour. They just considered it sky or water.
But blue's a primary colour. You can't get green without blue.
Yeah. So that's why, because glass is blue in Welsh. So but it also used. It's also. I think now. Yeah. So it's also green. It's also used to mean green as well.
Ooh.
So where I live is called Mice Glass, which technically should be Bluefield, but it's not. It's actually Greenfield.
Hmm.
Was it that there's no word for green? One or the other. There's no. It means the same word until they changed the name for green.
Got you.
That's looking more. Nice little tiles.
Gary says, yes, I have a question. Then fire away. Don't keep it all in suspenders. I get itchy. The Spitfire lists about 20 different paints. I only have about 60% of them. Do I wait until I buy them or just make do with the other colours I have? That's entirely up to you. Entirely up to you. If you want to go out and spend the money on it, that's your choice. If you don't, that's your choice.
You can always do it as a reconnaissance one, just have it all painted blue or pink.
Duke Wellington says, what is the meaning of life? And Gary answers with a correct answer. That's easy, 42. Gary T. Do you know why it's 42?
I used to. I can't remember.
Right. Certain person by the name of Douglas Adams wrote The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yes.
And the meaning of life, according to The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, is 42.
Yes.
Now, 42 is a bit of background. David Adams was a computer programmer. So, and he programmed in what they called ASCII 2.
Right.
And if you look up ASCII in ASCII 2 frame 42, it's a star.
Yeah.
Now, the star in those terms means anything you want.
Yeah.
Because it's, you know, when you do a Boolean search and you just put a star in. Well, if you do a Boolean search and you put a star in, a Boolean search in computer programming is where you put parentheses either side of the word you're looking for, and it will look for that word.
Okay.
So if you put the star in inside the parentheses, it's basically saying anything you want.
Okay.
So the answer to life, the universe, and everything is anything you want it to be. Number 42. There you go. Mark says, because the white mice say so. Oh, I saw Slightly Bartfast's signature last year.
Did Douglas Adams also do a series of kids' books as well? Kids sci-fi books?
Not as far as I'm aware. He did The Long Dark Tea Time of the Soul.
So I remember when we were in school, we had someone come in and read to us, and it was a really well-known author, but they did kids' sci-fi books as well.
All right.
But he was just adult sci-fi author normally. But for the life of me, I can't remember who he was.
When was this?
Oh God, in the early 90s.
Right, okay. I'm not sure. I can't remember when Douglas Adams died.
One also I would have loved to have met would have been Terry Pratchett.
Yeah. Terry Adams' other one, The Long Dark Tea Time with the Soul, was Dirk Gently.
Ooh, Dirk Gently's Private Detection Agency.
Yep.
Yeah. It always amazed me. One of the things I've always said to my lad is, if anyone ever tells you you're never going to amount to anything, don't listen to him, because Terry Pratchett's teacher told him that he would never amount to anything, and he ended up one of the most famous authors in the world and a multi-millionaire.
Yep.
He couldn't even read and write when he was 11. Or he couldn't read very well. Because they didn't know at the time, but he had dyslexia and he's ADHD.
Yeah.
So he spent most of his time jumping up on the tables and stuff. I'm intrigued now. I'm trying to figure out who on earth that author was. No, he did do children's sci-fi books. By the look of it.
All right, so it could have been.
I know the guy that did a lot of the artwork for DC Comics and stuff. He lives not far from me.
All right, cool.
I think it's called the Silent Artist or the Unknown Artist. That's his business name. That's bugging me now. Who knows? I remember they were pretty old, so they're probably dead by now. So it could be. Good mounts. Yeah. So I suppose next is painting the interior of the cockpit. So
Right.
interior cockpit.
Give me a second. Comment. Where are we? 18th of May 2000, 11th of May 2001. Thank you very much, Tiff.
So it's a possibility then.
Yeah. How did you both get into modelling for a hobby? Right, away you go.
Mine was when I was a kid, when Mum and Dad first got divorced. When I was about 6 years old, 7 years old. My dad bought a Model B17 for me and him to build in my nan and granddad's kitchen on the weekend when I was staying with them. And after I really enjoyed it, but one of the kids in my class smashed it up. And after that, I took up modelling when I was an adult more than anything. I did a bit with the Air Cadets. And then when I was an adult, I started doing it to occupy my mind when I was on the night. But I didn't really get into it properly until I started with Models for Heroes, which was about a year and a half ago. What about you, Steff?
Me, oh, for God's sake. I
What have you done?
Just pulled off the rail.
Well, that was silly. What did you do that for?
Because it was there and I could. How did I get into modelling? I first got into modelling when I was a kid. My father was an arsehole. So he never took time for me. But my mum did. So she was a very crafty person. As in, she liked to do crafting. She was a very crafty woman as well. And she got me making models. And what I would do is I'd make them. But when I made them, I put a plastic bag in them.
Right.
So when I made them, I could fill them up with lighter fuel.
Ah, yeah.
And there was a hook an eye in there as well, and all sorts. So I could then attach it to the washing line.
Yeah.
Send it down the washing line, and then set fire to it when it was just before it left.
So basically, you're a closet arsonist.
Oh no, there was no closet about it. So yeah, and I just progressed from there.
And scale arson.
Well, I became an armourer in the Air Force.
Well, yeah.
So natural progression. Going from playing with fire to playing with bombs and things that go boom. So anyway, I carried on in the Air Force when I was modelling. Mm-hmm. And I would always have the piss ripped out of me for modelling. It was a standing joke. And here comes the fucking geek. I'm like, yep. And what to do is I'd be sat there modelling and there'd be a tap at my door. And I'd open the door and go, yeah, how's the model? What do you mean? No, just want to have a look at the model. How's the model going? I'm like, yeah, it's going fine. Here you go, have a look. And they come and have a look. Oh, you're painting people? Yep. Who's that? Me. Well, where's me? You don't work with me. You're on the other shift. Oh, bloody hell, just because I'm on the other shift. Why can't I be in it? Oh, you painted myself a model and I put it in. Oh, I'm not doing that. Okay. And then in the crew room, they take the piss. And I went, well, you're the ones who come and look. Oh, yeah, but that's different. Of course it is. So,
Sounds like you had a bit of a rough time in the RAF.
no, it was just general piss take.
Yeah.
Called banter. And they got it back. And that's how it went. That was in Germany. At Lucas, that was horrible. That was a real shit time.
Yeah.
Because my face didn't fit at Lucas, that was it. I had a crap time.
Yeah.
But hey ho, these things are sent to try as they do. But I got through it.
And you're all the better for it, I'm sure.
Don't know about
that. He says with his eye twitching. Trying to figure out how far forwards I need to go with this paint.
In what way?
Well, there's no point in painting much past the cockpit because it's not going to be seen.
The way I look at it is, I know it's going to be there.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
No, it's not going to be seen.
I don't risk putting paint where I need to put glue.
You can always scrape the paint off.
True.
Right, so here you go. Gary T says, what was the first kit you built that used photo etch parts, and did you struggle? I failed my ME109 because PE is just beyond me right now. Oh, good Lord. What was it? It was, about 1990s. And I wish I had one of these. It's a photo etch bending tool. Bloody worth their weight in gold. What about you, Mikey?
I can show you the first one I did photo etch on because I've got it here. It is. In fact, it is one of the first models I made when I started with Models for Heroes. It's the Chieftain Avery trailer.
Cool.
The accurate arm one. So if I can focus the damn camera. Right there. Zoom out. Yeah, there you go. So their photo etch on it. And you got photo etch on the back and stuff as well. On these. Yeah. But I've got the accurate armor Chieftain Avery to go with it. So I've got a build. And what I'm thinking of doing is putting a big tarp in the back of this. Putting some wooden boards on the end, big tarp, some resin for water, and some figures so it looks like they're in a hot tub. Because the Royal Engineers were always building hot tubs and things while we're in the RAF.
Nice.
Improvised swimming pools and things. Because we weren't jealous of them, honestly. Go going picking up vehicles from the Royal Engineers area, and they're there in a hot tub. We weren't jealous at all. Right, so that's roughly how this is going to be laid out when it's put together. Roughly. So, zoom in, you'll be able to see it.
Yeah, give me a sec.
There you go.
Nice. Looking really good, mate.
Yeah. So that's roughly what the inside's going to look like. So I just need to paint the bottom and then do the other side of the fuselage as well.
Cool.
Yeah. Should look all right, I think.
Nice. Nice. So, Flying Dutchman, Dutch Dave's Model Bench says, "G'day, bird builders. How's the building coming along?" Well, thank you very much.
Morning, Dutchman.
Mr. Marley says, "Morning, everyone. You're making Good Friday a great Friday." Cool. You should be in bed, mate.
Cheers, John.
Cheers, mate. Tiff says, "Hey, John." Mr. Marley says, "Looking good, Mikey."
Thank you, John.
So's his aircraft.
I've got something for you, John, actually. I'll send it you on Discord later.
Oh, please don't tell me it's a dick pic.
No. I've been playing on Hero Forge.
Oh, for his D&D character.
Well, not so much his D&D character, more I was trying to create a caricature of me, Gary, and John for the thumbnail, for this live build we're doing.
Right.
So I've ended up creating a cartoon John. It's quite funny. I would put it up on here, but I don't know how to. I don't want to show John first, so. Just in case he doesn't like it. This plastic takes the paint really well, you know, even without
It
priming.
does, yeah.
I'm quite surprised because it's not even priming, it's taking it really nicely. I've got the little add-ins build in the Airfix Quick Build kits.
Yeah.
So, because he built the ME109 last week, didn't he? Last weekend.
Oh, yes, that's right.
So we got him the Mustang the other day, and I got him a Challenger as well.
Nice.
Yeah. Sound like you're drooling today, Steff. Are you all right?
Yep, fine. Just heavy breathing.
One of those, are you?
Yep. I am whatever you want me to be.
Yeah, matron.
Mm-hmm. Right then. That is the engine finished. Finally.
Nice.
Here you go. I will show you. All that's got to do is, so you've got the distribution rail with all the cables on it. You've
Whatever
got
you do not drop it.
what, like that? It'll bounce. It's fine. So yeah, all the stuff on the front there, that's scratch built. That bit there, there's scratch built. The rails are scratch built. The water pipe system scratch built. Just needs touching up. So I've just got to wait for the Quinta Studio stuff to come in, and then I can start putting it in the aircraft.
Yes. I'm quite liking using this brush painting for the cockpit because the inside of the Albatros cockpit was plywood, and the brush strokes are actually making it look like plywood.
Let's have a look at the brush you've got using.
Just a cheap one.
Better one to use? One of those. You know, the white, what really stiff bristles?
Yeah.
Use those. They define it a lot better. Flying Dutchman says, nice engine detail. Thank you very much. Gary T, sorry for another question, but I just painted inside of my spit cockpit green, and as usual, it took longer to clean my brush than to paint. Any tips for cleaning a hairy stick? Water and a bit of thinners in it. That's all I use.
Yeah, just make sure you clean it regularly. Don't just keep painting it for ages. And don't put too much paint on your brush.
No. And the thing is, though, with that, that's easier said than done.
Yes.
So, yeah. Right, that's cleaned up. That's cleaned up. There's some bits on here that need cleaning up. So let's put my jobby back in.
In fact, I've got my brushes. Because I saw it the other day.
All right, cool. Duke says, very nice, Steff. Remember to leave a panel off, otherwise no one will see it. Believe me, I super detail mine, and it can't be seen. The thing is, though, with this, that's how it is. So you've got that big hole on top there, so you can see the engine detail. But good idea, mate. Right then. Gary says, I tried to just put paint on the I tried to just put paint on the tip, but I swear it sucks it up further as I paint. It does.
Yeah.
That's normal.
That's why you got to clean it regularly when you paint it. It's like I've only put a bit on the edge of that, and it's already gone halfway up. It's got to keep cleaning.
And what makes me giggle is you'll see people using 2 hair brushes. Don't. Because the paint just dries in it and you can't get the paint down quick enough before it dries.
Yeah, because they use capillary action.
Yep.
To draw the paint up the bristles.
Duke's made a comment. He says, a good tip to clean brushes for acrylics is to use hand sanitizer. Put a blob on your hand and swish it around, then rinse with water. Oh, I like that idea. I might have to try that.
Now there's plenty of hand sanitizer around.
Yeah. Yep, here comes the rain. Duke also says you will only see the top of the engine, Steff, and only a few wires. Yes, I know.
But he'll know it's there. That's the point.
Yep.
You can always do the top cover, the top manifold cover, removable anyway.
Yeah.
So it shows. You could take it off to show what it's in there.
Yeah, what I might do is there's a seam line there.
Yeah.
So I will probably cut there and have this off. But then why would they have it off? Had that off with the pilot in? Unless you're doing some testing.
Well,
which
yeah.
means I need to get ground crew.
Your model's just getting more and more complex, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, you've got to have the most important people.
Yeah.
It wasn't for armourers, you just have a big flying club.
Episode 25 of the Buddy Build. Mike sits watching Steff making the engine.
Right. Yeah, just let me do the comments, please. If there's one there to read, just let me know and I'll read it. Yeah.
Hey, what? I wasn't on about the comments.
Yeah, oh, right. Okay. You will only see the top of the engine. Oh, sorry. I thought you were reading the comment out.
No, I came up with that.
All right. Piss off.
Because we were talking about
Git.
we were talking about you detailing and needing more ground crew.
Yeah.
And I said it's getting more complex.
Oh yes. Sorry, mate.
That's all right.
I thought you were reading the comments out.
No. I wouldn't do that to you, Steff. Know that. I know my place.
Oh, you bloody should.
You have me all confused now. I was like, what comments? No, that's what I'm saying is like they're gonna be episode 25. It's just been me watching you carry on building.
To be honest with you, mate, it wouldn't bloody surprise me. That's the thing with my models. They always tend to go silly. I think the reason for that is because I push myself.
Yeah.
Can you hear that rain?
Just about.
Yeah, this shed's getting a tad old.
I don't have that one. I'm in my house.
Yeah, you're lucky. I can't. You've got a bloody tiny house.
Yeah. Well, ours isn't tiny. Well, ours is tiny. It's just I've got one of the rooms. It was the kids' playroom when they were little. And now it's
How many rooms downstairs have you got?
3. This room, the living room, and the kitchen.
We've got 2.
Yeah.
The living room and the kitchen, and then we've got 2 bedrooms and a bathroom upstairs. It is so. It's one of those Victorian semi-detached houses.
Yeah.
The house is bloody tiny. The garden, huge. The garden is about 3 times the size of the house.
I suppose plywood's painted.
Dunculous. Right, so Tiff says you can also use brush soap, but it's expensive. Also, a tip to get the points back on your brushes. VO5 hair wax. Oh, put it on a wash brush and shape it to a point, leave a day or 2 and rinse before use. What a good idea. Does it have to be VO5 hair wax? Can it be any hair wax? What about moustache wax? Because I've got some of that. I used to have a hell of a touch.
I've got a moustache and beard wax.
Yeah. Hit the thumbs up, people, says Gary. Yep, thank you very much. Show us both some love.
Yeah, we need some love.
I just need some understanding.
So that's both the internal painted, I think, maybe.
Let's have a look. Do you want to hold
Don't
them
know
close
whether to
so we can see them?
don't know whether to do another coat on them or not.
I'd leave them like that, mate.
Yeah. You can see the strokes in it, so it kind of looks like plywood.
Yep, that's all you need to do.
Just need to cut in there a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
A little spot. Too much. Right. Paint the controls now. I suppose there would have been aluminium, wouldn't there?
Yeah.
Control boxes. And the cables would have been steel.
They would have been. Right, now time for a bit of choppy chop chop.
Choppy chop chop.
Yeah.
I'm still on big screen, so we can't see you.
Okay, give me a sec. Right. VO5 is recommended, says Tiffany. Thank you. So I've got Mr. Chopper Chopper out. Mr. Chopper Chopper.
You got your chopper out.
Yep. There we go.
Oh, your guillotine. Guillotine.
So I'm just chopping up this length of sprue because these don't have securing tabs.
Yes.
I'm just going to put a line of them down the spine and then at the back and all the way back up again, just so they come into a line when you glue them together. But first of all, what I've got to do, right,
I keep meaning to get some plastic card, but I keep forgetting.
right, so get Mr. VC out, and that's vernier calipers, not Vietcong, and measure the thickness of the top. So that's 1.5 there. It's 1.3 there. 1.45 there. For 1.45. 1.2. 1.2. 1.2. And 1 mil. 1 mil. 1 mil. Yeah, the bottom is much of a muchness. It's all anywhere, but it's about 0.9 of a mil.
Yeah,
that strip there. But this, it varies, but by about 0.2 of a mil.
Yeah,
which is going to be a pain. So let's have a. Let's have a look here. Right on this very tip here, that's 1.45.
mm-hmm.
And then down here, just before the tail, is 1.26. And halfway down, 1.25, 1.3, 1.4. Yeah, so it goes from 1.4 down to 1.2. Let's have a look at this one. Right, that's 1.2 all the way down to 1.1. Marvelous. Oh, Jesus, I hate this. Right, this one, this top bit is thicker than this one. And this bottom bit, this is thicker than this. Only by about 0.2 mil. But when you come to join them,
yeah,
and you have it, those, that leaves a hell of a step.
See, mine's all right.
Have you measured it? Oh no, it's fine. It looks fine.
There's pretty much no step on it either.
Right. Okay.
I'll be able to sand that out, no problem.
Right, Mikey, you've got no securing lugs.
Yeah.
Okay. So getting that perfect, you have got probably a 20% chance of getting it done perfect all the way around.
Yeah.
So what you do is you put these little tabs in.
Yeah.
So putting those little tabs in, so they go in like that on the seam. You see that?
Yeah.
So they allow you for alignment. They're great for aligning.
Yeah.
Especially on these. But you will get steps because of the plastic thickness.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you don't do them, you won't get them aligned properly, and you will have seams up the yin yang. Yeah. Because it's like you've got to get. Now, if I align those two bits of the tail, and I just get, where is it? Have I got something here? I do have, but I can't find them at the moment. I've got to find my clamps. Oh, bugger it. All right, so if I hold that straight, that is out.
Yeah.
That bit there is out. And then coming to this bit at the top, that bit's out. That little bit in there is out. That bit there's out. So it's even the tails. Now, if I get that middle bit lined up, the tail's out.
Yeah.
That's out. That goes out. So you've got, it's finding that bit, that place where it gives you the least amount of aggro.
Yeah.
And what I would probably do is what I'm going to do is I'm going to shim the edge of that so that goes right the way up into the tail.
Yeah.
Up there. So when I put this in, that is aligned with the tail. So the tail's aligned. And then I'll just have to clean up everything forward of that.
Yeah.
It's an absolute, it'll be a mare to get that straight, square, and as little sanding as possible. But there is going to be a lot of sanding on getting those square. So don't think you're going to be able to do that just by putting it together. You're going to have to put the tabs in. It is not going to be easy. There's going to be a lot of sanding and filling and
swearing.
Oh, there's always lots of swearing.
Have you noticed it's off center as well?
Yes.
How strange.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. I'm pretty much at that stage now. I just need to put everything together.
Yeah. Jim Altagott's in. Good morning from Chicago. My apologies. I overslept. Never apologize, mate. You are in when you're in. We're just grateful that you rock up. Thank you very much.
We appreciate the support.
Oh, very much. Tiffany says, I'll post a brush cleaning video I use in the Discord for all to see. I've never used any other cleaning method since. Nice. Jim says, happy Friday to all. Yay, it's Poets Day. Piss off early tomorrow, Saturday. Oh, no, it's bank holiday, isn't it? Woohoo. Gary T says, hi, Jim. And Miss Marley says, hi, Jim. Oh, says Jim.
Hello, Jim. Good morrow, Jim. I'm quite pleased with the progress I'm making on this.
Good. It looks like you've got doing really well, mate.
Thank you. Zoom out so you can see what I can see on my desk.
Give me a sec. Put the full screen and see.
There you go. I've got all my little bits, my wings and stuff, all laid out in front of me. There you go.
Looking really good.
Thank you. I'm quite pleased with it.
So you should be, mate.
Looking forward to spraying it. That should be fun. With the tail rudder, are you gluing it on or are you having it free moving?
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know what I'm going to do.
Okay. Because there's no real reason for the rudder to be turned, is there? If it's on the ground.
But you always have it. You never have a model aircraft with a tail in neutral position.
Mm.
And if you do, you have it chopped, what they call chocked.
Mm.
So there's a special. It's not a tool; it's a part that they use. So you know, like you've got the undercarriage lock pins.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll have a tail chock which slides between the main body and the tail.
Yeah.
And it locks the tail in place, and they use it. We used to use it in windy conditions. That was the only time we ever used it. Never ever any other time.
Makes sense, especially on a Tonka the size of that tail. One of my favourite Windsor Davis videos is one they did for the RAF about health and safety around the hangars in the airfield.
Oh God, yeah. Let's glue some of this stuff in.
What I might do is have it slightly off, but only very slightly. So that it's as if he's caught it with his foot as he's getting out.
Yeah.
So if he's pressed left, it'd be over to the left, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's years since I've flown a plane, so. Last time I flew a plane, I think I was about 16.
What was that with the Space Cadets?
Yeah. Yeah. Last time, yeah, it was in Scottish mountains. So, around Kinloss.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That's it. A gust lock.
There we go.
Yeah, I knew he'd know. Jim says, hello, Gary. Hello, John.
Oh, no hello to me then, Jim.
He's already said hello to us.
Oh, no, I'm joking.
I know. Oh, well. Oh, it is piercing down here. Typical British Good Friday weather.
Yeah, so if I glue it slightly off to the left, that'll look about right, I think.
Yep, just slightly canted.
Yeah. Nothing major. Alright, where's my glue? Well, cement, technically. So, when you haven't used your Tamir extra thin for a couple of weeks, something, you forget how much strong the smell is, don't you?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I got everybody using it yesterday at Factorum. They absolutely love it. So I gave them the recipe.
Yeah.
Make it and sell it. It's a damn sight cheaper than Tamir extra thin. It's better.
Yeah.
A couple of guys who were there were absolutely loving it. They're like, "Oh my god, you got to send us a recipe." Yep, no problem.
Interesting. What's the paint? Still.
Right, got some comments. Jim says, "Hello, Mike. Sorry, mate. Slow reaction time due to lack of coffee. I'll get some coffee."
No worries.
Yep. He also goes, "Good Friday. Is Good Friday a religious holiday in the UK? Allegedly. It's also a bank holiday. So the banks get a holiday." Gary says it's a bank holiday, so day off for most. Yep. Mr. Marley, the order from Hannants, England, I placed on 21st of March was in my letterbox, Australia, 7 days later. Wonderful service. Pity it was pouring with rain when the postie came and the B-17 decals are damaged. I know, I saw that. Post a message to Hannons. They may replace them. John Marley says, but they'll still work, I'd wager. And Jim says, thanks, Gary. So what are you doing with the rest of your day, mate?
The rest of my weekend, Friday.
The rest of the day.
I don't know. I might carry on working with video. Might probably spend some time with the lad.
Yeah.
See if he wants to make his tank or something. Because he's going to Liverpool with his nan and granddad tomorrow.
All right, nice.
Yeah. He's playing on the PlayStation at the minute.
How old is he?
12.
Bless him.
Yeah, so he's playing on FIFA 18 on my PlayStation.
Playing what?
FIFA 18 on my PlayStation.
What's that?
Football.
Oh, FIFA. Sorry.
Yeah. Pretty sure he's still sat in his pajamas as well, but hey.
Can't fault him.
No. Won't be long before it's dinner time anyway. Oops, they smacked the fuselage out of my own hand then. Because that wouldn't be stupid at all.
No, of course it wouldn't.
Speaking of Morgan, hello son, you alright? What's the matter?
Just going to see what you're doing.
Oh, on live. On the big screen apparently.
Yeah.
You still got me magnified stuff.
Yep.
How's your dad?
My dad? What's my dad doing here? Just need to turn up in the middle of a live stream. Yeah. Oh,
you want to go mute for a sec, mate?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to because he's just brought birthday present stuff for next week. 2 secs.
Oh, there we go. Family turns up at the most inopportune moments, but they always take precedence every time, so it's not a problem. Some comments. Blimey, John, sorry to hear that. Hopefully the decals are not too damaged. I hope to receive my Model Spheres auction item soon. Looking forward to it like a kid at Christmas. Ooh, and Gary T asks exactly what I'm thinking. Oh, what are you getting, Tim?
I'm back. Oh, hello, son.
It's good, yeah.
Okay, you can have a hug.
Hey, is your dad there? Do you want to knock it on the head, mate?
No, he's just gone. He only dropped off
Right.
my birthday card and Easter eggs.
Okay, dokie.
Yeah, he doesn't really pop in. He just he sort of knocks on the door and passes stuff at the door and then goes because he's walking the dogs and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. My family doesn't come around very often. So.
Yeah. Yeah, you said.
Still. At least I got a card. He's told me I'm not allowed to play with whatever's in the card. So I'm assuming it's money, but you can never be certain with my dad.
Yeah.
Remember one year, he, I think I was about 13. He sent me a birthday card, and it had little bits of pasty in it. And at the end, it said, "P.S. I did buy you a pasty, but I got hungry." Bless him, he's awesome. Made me the man I am today. I don't know whether people should be thankful for that or not. Like, I could have turned out a lot worse.
Oh, couldn't we all? Couldn't we all, mate?
That's looking all right.
No, just leave that lot to dry properly. Jim says, at Gary T, I won a 48 scale Tamiya F14A Tomcat with carrier deck and launch crew. Oh, very nice. Got to say, the American donators this year was so generous. It was ridiculous. They had to have 3 auctions to get everything in. Mr. Marley says, Jim, I saw you on Outlaw Paint's live stream. I know what you look like now. Oh.
Do you know where he lives as well?
Yeah. John Marley, yes, my Australian TV debut. Wow, that sounds superb, says Gary.
It does. I've always fancied doing an F-14.
Yeah.
They're just a really cool, iconic aircraft, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because of that film.
Of course, it's because of that film.
Yeah. We were watching the sequel to it the other night.
Oh yeah, Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, because it's on Netflix, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a really good film. I saw that in 4D.
Yeah.
Oh, that was awesome. The chair wobbled and everything. Oh, it's just brilliant.
I've been to cinemas. Last time I went to cinemas was when Jurassic World first came out.
All right.
Because the lads, I think the lads were only 12 and 8 years old, and they wanted to go and watch it because it had dinosaurs in it. So we said to the in-laws, said, we'll go and watch it before you take the kids and just see if it's appropriate for the kids. And we came out, we're like, yeah, you can't take the kids to see that.
Bless them.
Yeah. Ever since then, I was like, no, not paying that much to go and watch a bloody film I'll watch on Netflix in 6 months' time.
Yeah.
Going to, where was it? Cineworld, I think it is, in Roden, and because they do a veterans card, a blue light card / defence discount card, discount. I said to them, they said, "Oh, it's £30 for the 2 adults." I was like, "Well, do we not get a discount on that?" And they went, "Oh no, we only do that in barrack towns." I was like, "Really? So you can identify that online when you don't online, then, can you? Do you ask everyone where they live before they book a ticket?"
That's just ridiculous.
Yeah. So I went, balls to that. I am not paying 30 quid to go and watch a bloody film again. So I went and bought myself a projector, or got myself a projector, and now we have a 100-inch screen in the living room.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and the living room's only 3 meters wide, so it's like being at cinemas anyway, when you got the sound bar on.
Ah, so you come out with a crick in your neck.
No, don't forget, we've got electric recliners. So I struggle to stay awake, to be honest, when I'm in them, but yeah, they're very comfy.
Nice.
And they got proper headrests that move electronically as well.
Yeah.
So you can adjust everything to support your neck and all sorts.
Yeah.
It's ace. And it's got cup holders in and a little lamp in the middle and stuff that folds out.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like the perfect film chair. It's ace. It wasn't that dear either, to be honest.
No, that reminds me, I've got to get my recliner fixed. Because the not the connector, the little bit you pull out that gets it going allows you to put your feet out. I can't remember what the hell you call it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. The bit that sort of unlocks it and makes it all move.
Yeah. Well, that snap, the Bakelite bit on that snap, so I've got to replace it. I've got to contact him and say, look, I just keep forgetting.
Yeah, so we don't have that on ours because it's electric. We just have buttons on the side.
Oh, nice. To be honest with you, I wish I'd have got an electric one.
They're not that dear now. Like I said, I think we got ours from DFS, and it only cost us £1.50 for the 2-seater sofa, and then I think about 500-600 quid for the chair.
Yeah, 500 or 600 quid. I ain't got, mate.
No, that's why we did it on it's called.
Ah, the Never Never.
Yeah. Bigger. Yeah, I think we paid I think we paid the chair off, and then we did the sofa on the Never Never. We just paid £50 a month now.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, coming up to 2 hours. So 1 second, I have my dearly beloved knocking at my door.
Ooh. Hi, Lisa.
You can say hello to her when she comes in.
Hi, Lisa.
Who's on? Hello.
Hello.
There you go, you can wave now.
Wonderful.
Oh, hi, Lisa.
Hello again.
Nice to meet you finally. Well, don't tell Steff, but I think I'm just about ready to start putting this together. So pretty much got all the parts sorted now. I'll try and drag it out a little bit for him. Steff's muted. Now
He's back.
Hey.
Right then. Oop, where are we? There we are. So, nearly finished this. Let me just finish this off and then we'll see where we are.
We are where we are, where we are. That almost sounded philosophical.
Right then. Let's have a look what you've got done, Mikey. Give us a sec. Got some comments.
Yep.
Mr. Marley says, I've still not seen Maverick. What's wrong with me? Yeah, see, it's bro. Gary T says, don't get me on that film. I could rant about it for hours. Oh, yes. Oh, don't worry. The issues with it. John Marley, it was an honour to be chatting with some really nice blokes. I almost felt like I was an honorary Aussie. That was Jim. Tiffany says, I got mine free, 3-seater recliner.
Nice.
Well, give me a sec. Sorry. I've just...
Oop, no door not fall over. I think that's why you'll be able to see everything that I've done. Okay. There you go. No, other way. I think. Whee. There you go.
No, I've just shrunk Lisa's jeans.
I bet she's well impressed.
No, not in the slightest. Yet again, Well, as a bloke, you're always in the shit. It's just the depth that varies.
Yes.
Nah, annoyed. Mr. Marley saying hi to Lise. Jim says our family Easter tradition was watching the Ten Commandments. Long film, especially with commercial breaks. Oh, bloody hell, yeah.
They put me in every 10 minutes on the American films, don't they?
Yeah. Right, so let's get you full screen and you can run through what you've been up to.
Okay. So today I have painted that little control panel, which I don't know if it'll focus. Ooh. Yeah, there you go, a little control panel. Ooh. There you go. I just need to put little black bits on the switches. Doesn't look particularly neat, but it's fine because you won't see it. Done the green and white on that. Oh, what's going on here? It's gone crazy. There you go. So I think that's a dial and a gun mount, or sights and a gun mount, or something. I don't know. So I painted that green. And I painted the two halves of the fuselage.
Nice.
It is when it focuses and doesn't go crazy. There you go. That way. So you got the controls and you got a big metal rod along there. There's a machine's control cable of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I did. Oh, stupid bloody thing. So you just love cameras.
Yep.
Yeah. So it looks a little bit like plywood. And then I've done the frame that goes at the back. So next week I'll pretty much be ready for step 18, which is is that right way or back to front step?
That's right way up.
Yeah. So I'll be ready for this bit.
Cool.
It's assembly.
Nice.
Cool. And I glued the red one at a slight angle.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that's me.
Nice. Looking really good, mate.
Thank you. How about you?
Duke says, great work, guys. I am really enjoying this build, probably because you are almost up to where I have stopped. Must get back onto it. Gary T, get loads of clamps and rubber bands.
Well, that's for Saturday night, that, mate.
Yeah. Don't use rubber bands on aeroplanes. No, because the glue melts it and it melts into the plastic. I've done that before. I've never, ever used rubber bands. Right. What have I got done? That bit's, you've already seen that bit. So I've cleaned up most of the outside of the hairy plane.
Do you want to magnify yourself, Steph?
Oh, yes. So, yep, I've cleaned up most of the aircraft outside and I've put all these little tabs in. These tabs here are quite thick to get rigidity. I've put gaps in so I can get the frame in between. And this one at the front is more of just to help. This is very thin plastic, that one there. So what we do is that will go in there like so.
Excellent.
And that, yes, there is a step and there are quite a few ridges, but it gives it rigidity. So I can then, what I'll probably do is just trim that down a bit, down the center there. But this at the back, it lines up perfectly at the back.
So my job this week is to buy some plastic art.
Yep. So yeah, I'm happy with how well that's come out.
Good.
Nice. So yes, that's what I've done. So that is now nice and rigid. It also helps with making it rigid.
Yeah.
The engine's done, all the cabling's in, so that needs painting, and the cables just need touching up. There's a couple of bits and pieces that need touching up there, and that's done, dusted, and that can that's ready to go in when I get the bits. Top wing is all nice and cleaned up.
Lovely.
What I'm going to do is put a bit of masking tape on there, cut around it, take the masking tape off, leave that bit on there, and use that as where I put my blue tack, and then I put a clamp in to hold it, and then I put the other piece of masking tape back on, peel it back, and then I'll spray that. So that's where I'm up to. All the edges are nicely cleaned off. I need to scribe just down there and down there, because it's where the two wings join.
Yeah.
So you can see that a bit better. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to go around all the lines on the fuselage and rescribe those, because they're not sharp enough.
Yeah.
They are very skinny. So yeah. But I'll do all the sides now, so they're done, and then the bottom and the top I will do later. But there's things like this bit here has got to come off. That's got to come off. That's got to come off. That's got to come off. These have got to come off. There's loads of panels that have got to come off, but I'm waiting until I get the Quinty Studios pack.
Yeah.
So I know especially which bit needs to come off. And then the little control panel you've painted, I have just stripped that completely.
Yeah.
Because I know that is part of it. So yeah, that is what I've got done. And I've broke a drill bit.
Go. That was silly.
It's about 5p's worth. I get them in a big box of 50.
Yeah.
For about 12 quid.
Yeah, I think I got 5 for the packs from.
So they go from, give me a second. Put the cloth on roll. Didn't clean that one off and put it back. It goes from 0.25, 0.3, 0.35, 0.4, 0.45. And that's mil.
Yeah.
So there we go. That's me done. Right. Jim, question. What do you do about rigging? It's a bit late in the day for that question, mate. Save it for the next session, and actually, no, save it for when we actually do rigging, and then we can run through it with you. You can watch us do it. John Marley says, good session, guys. I've enjoyed watching. Happy Easter, everyone. And the same to you, Mr. Marley. Jim Altercut says, John Marley. Thanks, John. Happy Easter to you and your family. Gary T says, thanks, guys. Right then, are you ready to say your backy ties?
I am. I shall switch camera now. Hello.
Right then, gents. Mr. Mikey, if you'd like to say your backy ties.
Goodbye, everyone, and hope to see you again next week when I shall be in control.
God help us. So, batty ties, stay safe, keep modelling, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Right up, so go on and do not stop.